Cursed beast of the forest. A group of tourists went hiking in a remote forest for the weekend, but they could not even imagine what awaits them. On the second day, they noticed that someone or something was following them. They could not understand what kind of creature it was, but they felt that it was dangerous. At night, when it was time to light a fire, they heard strange noises around them. The sounds were like the growls and cries of animals. But after a while they realized that these were not animals, but something much scarier. The next day, the group decided to explore the forest. They found many tracks that led them to the cave. There they saw traces of blood and human body parts. They realized that it was done by something big and strong. At night they heard screams and groans that came from the depths of the forest. They were sure that these were the sounds made by the victims of a mysterious monster. They decided to stay in tents and not go outside. However, a mysterious monster overtook them. It came quite close to one of the tents, sniffed for a long time and made terrible moans. The tourists, trembling with horror, realized that with the first rays of the sun, they urgently needed to leave the forest. After waiting for dawn, they began to urgently prepare for departure, when it suddenly became clear that the monster had dragged one of the girls into the forest. They tried to find her, but they didn't find any traces. It became clear to everyone that the girl was already dead. The remaining decided to leave the forest. They reached the village, where they told the locals about the incident. Locals said that the forest is under a curse, and that a mysterious monster that preys on people lives there. They warned the tourists that they should not have returned to this forest. But one of the friends did not listen to the advice and went in search of the monster alone. He took with him a flashlight, a knife and a backpack with supplies, and went deep into the forest. His friends tried to convince him not to take risks, but he was confident in his abilities and insisted on his decision. He walked through the forest for several hours until he noticed something strange in the distance. He began to approach this object and realized that it was some kind of large and monstrous creature. The man was horrified and took the knife in his hand, ready to defend himself. But the monster was faster and stronger. It attacked him and started tearing him to pieces. His screams could be heard all over the forest, but his friends were too far away to hear them. In the morning, his body was found in a bloody and mutilated state. The group decided not to take any more risks and left this forest forever. They never wanted to face something like this again, because they understood that they could not cope with something that lives in this creepy forest.